Hey, what's going on?
Oh, I thought you were frozen there for a minute. Nothing much. Second show of the day. Yay.
I know, and this one was very interesting. I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. Like the ladies like seem to have money. I love it.
Yes.
They seem kind of like fun, and like they all like know they all seem to know each other. Like they've known each other for a
Mm-hmm.
while, which is really really
Mm-hmm.
cool. I mean,
Yeah.
Christina seems to be new to the group, but I think she fits in well.
Who does Christina know in this group other than Jody?
Mary. So it seems like she has a connection to Mary, to Jody, because she has issues with her daughter, and I think she knows Reiko from about around town.
Well, she also knows Ronnie because didn't they allude to Christina sleeping with somebody belonging to Ronnie?
Ronnie's ex.
Yeah.
Ronnie's ex, apparently.
Oh, I love Christina. I ain't gonna lie, I love her.
Christina Christina is hilarious. She does not care. She does not
Okay.
care.
So, do you want me to let's bring up each I it was hard to find nice pictures of the ladies because
Mm,
I guess since the show is canceled. So I did the best that I could, so please forgive. But I've got a picture of each lady and then we can go through each one and just say what
yeah,
they
I think
told
that's the best. Yeah, I think it's the best way to go since it's like it's a it's no longer on, unfortunately.
Mhm.
So I think we go lady by lady and talk about them, our thoughts, and then maybe a recap of the show.
Mm. Okay, hold on. I'm having a little issue here, so bear with me a second. Was that flickering for you?
It was.
Let's try again. There we go. Oh, don't do
All
that
right.
anymore. Okay, so this is Jody. Um,
Yes.
and what she said was, look, we opened the show with her in her store called the Glass House, which she runs with her daughter, her oldest daughter, I believe.
Right.
Um, She says her passion is work. She's married to a very successful husband who's a businessman. She has 3 children. She moved to Vancouver when she was 18 years old. She started a catering company um, and she went on from there. And right now, she's in the process of possibly writing a cookbook.
Right. For me, I'm not sure how you felt her. Like it's just weird because I remember watching this a long time ago on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube and just
Mm-hmm.
couldn't stand her. But now coming back to like the first episode, it's like okay, she's kind of cool. Like she likes her own money. She can cook. She seems like a good businesswoman, wife, all that good stuff. Like, she seems really really cool. But when you hear her talk and her
Mm-hmm.
tone and her delivery, you're like, okay, I see it. Oh yeah, I see you. You think you're queen. And she has a very condescending tone, which
I
is natural
saw her.
speech for her.
Yeah, yeah. I saw her as like chief troublemaker. Like
Oh yeah,
I, yeah,
oh yeah,
and she does feel like she's the queen bee and or the grande dame of all of these ladies. And she like I agree with you, she does come off as if she's a little condescending to the lady and preachy at times,
right.
you
And it's
know?
in her, but the funny thing is, the interesting thing, this is her natural tone of voice. Then it's her natural tone of voice. Like
Oh
it
my
doesn't change. You know how
god.
you can tell when someone's being um kind of smart and condescending, their tone
Mhm.
changes. Her
Mhm.
tone stays the same. So it's like, okay, this is who you are. Like you don't hide it. And I'm like, I'm okay with that. So I know she's gonna be in the mess. So I'm kind of here for it at this point.
Ugh, she's kind of scary for me, but I'll give her another chance. So okay, so now we're going on to the next lady. Her friend,
Re-
Reiko,
Reiko,
Reiko.
Reiko.
Okay, all right. I liked her a lot. She said that she's rich, she's spiritual, um, And we open up seeing her buying a Ferrari, which is kind of cool. She said that she grew up
Hmm.
in a rough suburb, but left it when she was very young and never looked back. She
Right.
proudly has a fleet of cars, like 3 Ferraris, 1 Lamborghini, 1 Bentley, 1 Range Rover, 1 minivan, and 1 smart
No, two
car.
Bentleys.
2 Bentleys? Oh my God,
Two
even I got
Bentleys.
that wrong.
It's two Bentleys.
Um,
Yeah.
her husband is Sonny, and I liked him. He was so cute. Um, he chased her for 10 years and then they got together. She was a lawyer or she studied law, but now she's all
She
about
was
her
going to go to
family.
school.
She was going to go to school.
She was going to go to
Okay.
school to be a lawyer. Right. So she got out of university, was going to go to law school. And I guess Sonny was
Hmm.
like, well, baby, you ain't got to work and do all that. She's like, okay.
Right, because she has 2 beautiful little girls, and her mom,
Oh, they're so adorable.
Keiko, Keiko, her mom
Keiko,
Keiko
Keiko.
lives with them. And I think she's cool. And you know why I like her? Because she eats. Whenever we watch these
Oh, yeah,
shows, these people don't eat. They order food, but they never eat it. I couldn't do that.
I like, yeah, like Rico eats. And Jody looks like a badass cook. So I like the aspect of her. Cause I would be taking plates home. Quit playing with me. Cause the food
Was
looked
it
good.
Jody
Rico's like, yeah,
cooking? But was it Jody cooking or
well,
was it chef
the,
cooking?
the chef was probably cooking Jody's recipes, most likely.
Okay.
That's the way I took it.
Okay. So do you like her? Do you see and sense anything
Rico's
like
cool.
mhm.
Rico's cool. Like she's like that good friend you want. But she's that one who has a long fuse. But when she snaps, it's just all over. Just duck. She's like
Really?
that type of friend to me. Oh yeah, like the people who are
Okay.
really cool and calm, those are the ones
Uh-huh.
you like. Them and the really sweet ones. Them are the ones you gotta watch out for. It's not the big. It's not the people like Jody. You ain't got to watch out for it because they show you who they are. You can just see it. Like I know I can. You can feel. You can deal with what you see. You can
Mhm.
deal with what you know. It's the ones that don't really express a more negative personality trait. Those are the ones you look out for. Like someone like Reiko, who's really cool all the time. No one can be that cool, and when they get pushed, like just be calm. They just gonna blow you up. Mary's another one.
Wait, hold
She's
on.
like super sweet.
And speaking of
Mary's
Mary,
super
here she
sweet,
is.
super kind. But she's the one if you really push her. She's the one to come to your house and torture with you in it. So yeah, I'd
See,
rather
I
deal with a
got
Jody.
pushover from her. Because this is Mary here. I got pushover from her. She doesn't defend
Yes,
herself.
but it's weird because I think is she lets her friendships blind her. That's just the impression I got because
Mm,
like she's friends with Jody. She's really good friends with Ronnie. Like she and Ronnie used to have their spats, but they get over it. So she's kind of used
mhm.
to this dynamic. I think she would behave differently if it was someone she really did not know.
And she
But right
also
now she's giving
said,
me
go ahead.
right now. But I agree with you. Right now she's giving me welcome mat.
Yes. Yeah. And she had said that she hadn't heard from Mary in quite a long time until this initial invite. But Mary right now, she's a single mom. She's a former Miss Ohio, so she's American. She met
Hmm.
and fell in love with a guy from Vancouver who was a venture capitalist. They
Hmm.
have 3 children together, 17, 15, and 13. She's divorced from their father. But during their marriage, she became a Canadian pop singer, a pop star. She said that she had
Hmm.
her first hit when she was pregnant with her first child. Um, right now, she's single
Right.
and dating, and she recently had a breakup.
Right.
Yeah, she seemed. I like her,
So
but
my
I get from her like pushover.
I like her a lot. I want her to not so much defend herself in the way of explaining herself. I want her to defend herself in the way of like, look, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Keep it moving.
Yeah, it is what it
But
is.
I do agree with them. Like, why would you keep sleeping with an ex who cheated on you, who's in a new relationship?
Yes.
That's my thing. That's confusing to me.
Yeah, because it was Ronnie who brought that up to her, her friend Ronnie. And she goes, well, now you're the other woman. How do you feel? You know,
Exactly.
it's kind of strange. But speaking of Ronnie, this is Ronnie. Fabulous. Um, Ronnie says that she's a domestic goddess, a professional shopper,
Right.
and a mother of five.
Right. The
Whoa,
whole five thing kind of got me.
she
The
looks
whole five
amazing
children got
though.
me.
Yeah.
She does, and
She-
I'm not thinking. Basically, when people say I'm a domestic goddess, like you are, you just say I'm rich. That's what I do. I stay at home. I manage the house, and I'm really rich. That's what that is.
I think she has
That's what
someone
that
who
is, and I
manages
like that
her
she's
house.
honest.
Yeah, she's got a beautiful
Oh yeah,
home.
I'm
It's
sure
like
she
right
does.
on the water. She's got a private
Right on the
jet.
water.
Yeah, she said that her husband had a company and then it like totally blew up and like they're like mega rich now, it seems like. But yeah,
Yeah, that's what I take from it.
dripping with money.
I
Okay,
like her.
so
She's just super honest, and
mhm.
that's my thing with her. She's super honest, super upfront. Um, I like the fact that these women just come out and say, "Look, I'm rich."
I
I'm not sure if anyone else like.
know.
I'm not sure if anyone else like feels the same way I feel. I just like it when people are really honest. Like like I came from like Reiko. Like she's like I came from a rough. Like you said, she came from a rough suburb, but she never looked back. I like that, and they're not
Hmm.
afraid to say like, "Hey," like, and they're not afraid to like say, "Hey, my husband like his like Ronnie, my husband had a small company. It just blew up. We loaded, and I'm good with
Hmm.
that." But I like that
Hmm.
she makes her kids work for anything they want. They can't. She doesn't. I'm not just gonna give them things. They have to work for it. So I really
Hmm.
like that about her.
Yeah, yeah. And then hold on. I like this girl. Her name is Christina. She says that she's 29 years old. I might note she's the only one who said her age. She said her
Age,
primary
right?
source of income is two divorces. She worked really hard for her money because she was married to two, what was it, insufferable men?
No, two irritating
Two
men.
irritating men. Um, we also see
Mhm.
her best friend, Kevin, and apparently they have the same taste in men, and she's not a fan of monogamy.
Right. She's
Oh,
hey, she got but see I like her because um when you combine like the fact that she's like monogamy with the fact that she's already been married twice at the before the age of 30, I think she's her job is to be like a short time wife. And I kinda like it.
can we just focus on
But
her
can you put
first statement though? I'm 29 years old. Like, if that's true, this is a hard
uh
29. This is a hard
I wasn't gonna
29.
say I wasn't gonna say that. I wasn't gonna say that, but since because as a male, like it's not the thing. But since you didn't say it, you opened the door. Yes, that was a hard 29. I'm like,
I didn't
did the men
believe
age for that
that.
bad?
But okay, here's the
Yeah,
thing. If you're coming out and saying that and no one else did, I'm not believing you. And then we come up,
I thought she was at least 35.
yes, yes. And then this also comes up at the end of the episode where they're in the wine room having dinner up at Whistler, and they're trying to put on a
Hmm.
timeline when when she slept with someone. And they're like
Right,
getting it back to when she was, if she is approaching 30, she was 15.
right.
Whoa.
Right. That's why I was like. right. And Jody's like, that's right. I knew she was a baby. Oh, I love it. Granny Lambert said 29 plus taxes.
Oh my God, yes. Yes. So true. So true.
Plus taxes. Oh my
But
goodness.
Jody was
But like,
so
yeah,
rough though. Jody automatically went to 15 years old. I would have said she's lying about her age. But
age. But did you
Jody
like?
is deep.
Do you see like Jody stays on her neck though? I mean, stays on her neck because when she said that when we
Hmm.
were outside, she's like, Christine is like, oh, I don't get out. Like I don't get much fresh air. Jody's like, oh, so you trying to tell us you don't come out the bedroom that often? I'm like, wow.
Yes. Jody's like a dog with a bone that you just want to wind up kicking. I'm sorry
Right,
to any pet lovers out there. I don't do this myself, but Jody doesn't let go. And I think that's going to be a cause for lots of enjoyment for me.
right. And Christina is like, she's like, Christina kind of knew, like, Christina knew that Jody would come for her because I think Jody has to know that Christina has had issues with her daughter.
Oh, yeah.
So that's
Yes,
probably where
yes.
Cummins is coming from. So
Yeah.
Jody's probably playing it off like Jody's trying to play it off like, oh, like I'm just meeting this girl, but you know who Christina is. You know who this girl is. If your daughter has an issue with another woman, you know who the other woman is, no doubt.
So let me ask a question. They didn't say what the issue was that Christina had with Jody's daughter, did they? Because I was
Right.
watching it on my
Oh,
phone.
Christina said that Jody's daughter said some things, some terrible things about her. So there's some issue there. Like somebody was talking about
See,
somebody.
I heard that, but I thought I missed what it was
No,
that the girl was
they haven't.
supposed to have said.
No, you haven't missed that. That hasn't
Oh,
come up yet.
oh, okay. Okay. So the dynamic is crazy with all of these ladies.
All
Um,
of them.
I don't know. Like, who organizes a cocktail party and no one eats? Do you notice that all the food was left there? Like, and the chef turned around and was
Yeah,
like, "What happened?"
I was kind of annoyed.
I
I was
was
kind of annoyed.
upset.
I don't
I
like
was
seeing good
like,
food go to waste.
"For real?" I'd have been like a Hoover in there, just sucking up and inhaling everything because it did look kind of good.
It looked really
Mm.
good. It looked really, really good.
Okay,
So yeah, it's
so
go ahead.
no, like, do you want to welcome all the chatters to the room and then drop the link and see who dials in, who wants to
Yeah,
discuss what went on during the show?
let's see who we got. I want to see who we got here.
Who's
Black
here?
Lavender, Jenny M, JC Bear is here. Who else? Trey's here. Hey everybody. Farmata's here. Uh, Santavia Mayor is here. Who else do I have? Come on. I'm just going down in order, guys. Project Skyfalls. Always good to see you, Jenny B. Hey, what's going on? Who else? Sorry, guys. Scrolling. Radell is here. Good to see you as always. Bobby, yay, Bobby made it. I'm so happy. I know she got. I hope she has some warnings for us. Willow, and always good to see you. Hey, Miss Renee Lambert's here. Pamela Bourgeois is here.
Hi,
Pearl's here. Hey, Pearl.
everybody.
And Gina Maxey's here. Hey, Gina.
Oh my
Gatatua. Hey,
God.
Gatatua. Glad you can make it. I hope you watched this or have seen some of it because I want to hear your thoughts as well. And,
You know what? I do have a question though. I saw when I was like searching for this franchise that they had the Housewives of Toronto. Have you watched that yet?
so this franchise that was so this no so what happened was I read an article. So I
Hmm.
googled why was Vancouver canceled, but they had a whole bunch of issues. So they had to move. From I
Hmm.
read, if I understand right, they moved Vancouver to Toronto, and then the Toronto ladies, I heard they fell out.
Canada have issues. Oh, wow. So
Let me
since
look it
this
up real
was
quick. I'm
only
so sorry.
2 seasons, should we do Toronto when this season when we get through this franchise? Oh my
Let's see what
gosh.
happened. I'm looking it up right now. My apologies. I just want to make sure I read this a long time ago. It was canceled after second season. Let's see.
Mm,
So sorry, so sorry. Oh,
not the Toronto's Housewives. No. Why is that, JC Bear? Why? What was so wrong with them? A hard no. Oh my gosh.
what happened?
Flat Earth.
So I'm googling right now. If I remember the article correctly, that's what happened. I was like, wow, y'all really just don't like each other, huh?
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
so it says they made it official during the first season. On Spies, after 2 successful seasons, the network decided to put the series on hold for unknown reasons, which later resulted in cancellation.
Oh.
But on Reddit,
Oh.
okay, let me go to
JC
Reddit.
Bear says
Sorry,
that it was
guys.
a snooze
I
fest, and Ablavi says no. They found it boring.
oh,
I
JC, they're going in. Let's
know.
see. I must say, why. Okay, this is on Reddit. So I must say, while they put on a great show, I understand why it was canceled. I truly believe it's the most toxic housewife show ever. The way that Mary was treated was absolutely disgusting. Jodie, in my opinion, is the main reason that the show was canceled. She truly brought it down to a level that no other housewife has reached. I wonder if this is pre-Rena. I think so. She honestly is one of the worst human beings I've ever witnessed on TV or in real life. With Ronnie, I had moments where I liked her, but it never took her long to swiftly drag that feeling away. I wonder if Christina and Rachel quit after the first season. I feel that the show may have lasted a little while longer if they had been there in season two to have Mary's back. By the end of season two, I was drained, and while I enjoyed bits of it, I don't think I would have been able to bear another season of them torturing Mary. The only thing I do wish there was a reunion to end it all and to have one last exposure of Jodie and her awful personality. So basically, Jodie, this
Wow.
is what I remember. Jodie was like, people hated her, like with a passion.
I can see
They
that
hated her.
because she is mean with her barbs. She really,
Yes.
really is. Oh my God. I can't believe that they go through season 2 attacking Mary again. I hope she's
Yeah,
okay.
she was, I'm like, oh, sorry, you cut out. My apologies.
No, I just said I hope Mary's okay because like she doesn't seem like the strongest individual. And then to have
I
2
agree.
seasons
And I
with
felt bad for
Jody
her.
going in on her, like, that's kind of rough. Ugh.
Like, and it
Okay.
was unnecessary. That was the part that got me.
Mhm. Okay, so the show kind of opens up with Mary, I'm not Mary, Jody, inviting all of these ladies to Whistler, because she's doing this cookbook and she wants to, like, test the recipes for the cookbook on the ladies who don't eat. Well, except Reiko. Um
Stop it.
Already this doesn't make any sense, but okay. Who was it that said at the cocktail party I had a an olive. I didn't want to spoil my appetite for dinner. Who was that?
I thought that was Ronnie.
That was Ronnie. Oh God. I think I'm
I
gonna
think it
love
was. I
her.
think it was Ronnie.
So yeah, she
I
invites
think it
all
was
of these
Ronnie.
women. And so apparently like they all agree to go. And then we see Mary and Ronnie meeting for lunch, where they discuss this recent
Hmm.
breakup that Mary
Hmm.
had. So, what were your thoughts on that, the dynamic of their relationship?
You can kind of tell like Ronnie is definitely more dominant, the more in your face. She kind of says like it is. Mary's the one who feels the need to explain herself. So
Hmm.
it's kind of like a big sister, little sister dynamic to me. Like Mary
See,
will do something and Ronnie will be like, "Why did you do that?"
you see what I got from them is like they're friends because Mary needs almost like a shield or a buffer, someone to like take on people like Jody because she can't do it. Not like they're not genuine
Right,
friends, but Ronnie has a purpose.
but we have to remember Ronnie was Mary's first friend in Vancouver too, so that's another dynamic. So Ronnie's probably the one who took her
Mm,
around, showed her where to go, where to stay, what to do, stuff like that. So it's a little bit more than just a shield. Ronnie's like, I think Ronnie was like Mary's security blanket. So when Ronnie didn't jump in and protect Mary, Mary felt some kind of way. So did Christina,
mm-hmm,
but Ronnie's like, I can't fight all of her battles for her, when she's
mm-hmm.
absolutely correct.
Yeah, yeah,
Because if the group sees you, already sees you as like a target, um, Ronnie jumping in trying to save you is not going to help your situation anyway.
that's true. That's true. And Ronnie gives her some really good advice with regards to her broken up relationship. Because Ronnie goes right in and asks, she's very blunt and to the point, which I really appreciate. But Ronnie asks her if she's
Yes,
sleeping with her ex, and Mary admits that she
right,
is. And then Ronnie says, "Well, aren't you now the other woman? What your roles are reversed now. Instead of you being cheated on, you are cheating on that other woman now." I,
right.
ooh, Ronnie is blunt, and I love it. And I don't think Mary got it.
Oh yeah, she tells Mary what she needs to hear, not what she wants to hear. And Ronnie's that friend you need, and I can relate to Ronnie because within my friend group, I'm that person. I am the person who you may not always like me as your friend
Mm-hmm.
because I'm going to tell you the truth. But when you need me, I'm going to be there. So I get where Ronnie's coming from. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
don't. I tell people, like, if we're gonna be friends, this is how I am. I'm not gonna sugarcoat things with you. I'll always tell you the truth. If you don't want the truth, don't come to me for it. Unless you're ready to hear my honest, pure thoughts, because I'm going to give them to you. If you want someone to lie to you, go ask somebody else.
Right.
So I really, I
Yeah.
really, I really
You
relate
relate
to
to
Ronnie.
Ronnie.
I've
Okay.
had some tense conversations with friends, and they would be mad at me for like I had one who was mad at me. One, she was mad at me for 2 months. The other, he was mad at me for a month. And my thing is this: you came to me for my advice, my opinion, my thoughts. I gave
Mm-hmm.
them to you. You're mad because you didn't. It's not what you wanted to hear, and what everybody else was telling you. Fast forward, I was right in both situations, and they had to come back to me and say
Ah.
like, "Hey, like, I just want to apologize. Like, like you were right." They're like, and I'm glad you didn't tell me. I told you so. I'm like, well, I don't have to do that because you're coming to apologize to me, so I'm not going to do that. It's just you weren't in the place to hear the honesty, and I think Mary's one of those people. She's not in the place to where she's ready to hear the truth, which is why she keeps defending herself and explaining herself of why she's doing what she's doing. So that's it. That's how I see it. What are your thoughts?
Okay.
What do you think?
Um, I think they have a really good relationship. I hope this show doesn't ruin it because it seems like
Right.
Ronnie is getting tired of telling her the same thing, and she keeps on
Mm-hmm.
making like bad choices in men, it seems almost
Yes.
like. And
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie has said it to her as bluntly, I guess, as only Ronnie could say. And so when Jody says it
Right.
later, that comment struck me. She's like, good, maybe she'll listen to somebody else telling her the same thing I've been saying. um
Exactly.
I hope Mary doesn't turn into the
It,
perpetual victim, because that'll get old with me really
it sounds
quickly.
like she does.
Okay, then let's
It
move it
sounds like
on.
she doesn't.
Poor
Like
Mary.
it was good. Yeah. But
Okay,
the show
so
overall is really good. I like these
it was.
women.
It was. Wait, did you see the part where Jody goes to the market to get the supplies to go to Whistler? Like that was a different side of Jody. And I want to
Yeah,
look at
she's
it as someone who's like really hospitable, like really friendly, but I don't know. I
but yeah,
like
she's the she's the type of person who will like invite you to dinner and you'll tell her what you want and she'll make it, but she's gonna make it her way with things you don't like. She strikes me as that type of person. Like,
she
yeah, I
she
fixed what
just
you.
seems
I fixed you
so
what I
nice
asked
at the
for, but I put my
market.
twists.
Yeah, yeah, she just
Oh
seems
yeah,
so nice at the market, but then how she was interacting with these
but I will
ladies
say
was
this.
like crazy.
I will say this though. I think the reason that is because she doesn't see the market people as a threat to her. Typically, from what I've seen, when women get around other women with pretty much equal footing, it turns into a
Mhm,
competition, and that's when the claws come out. That's just the way. That's just the way what I've seen. And I think that's how Jody is. Like,
mhm,
okay, like they're like super cool. They help me out. That blah blah blah. But like people like the people in her circle, like they're almost on equal footing. So it's a little bit more competitive. I think she
mm.
doesn't get into it with Reiko too much because she know Reiko can handle her. I think she picks on Mary because she know Mary doesn't really fight back.
So go after the weakest one in the pack.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
which is a weak move in itself.
Jesus. We had endless scenes of all of these ladies packing, and they all needed a lot of help. And what I found was refreshing. Like everybody drove themselves to the venue. Like they didn't get a party bus and go
Which
and
is smart. No, which is
yeah,
smart
yeah. Because if somebody
because
gets on your
some
nerves,
it's a,
get up and go.
right, right, exactly,
um,
exactly.
Christina brings her dog Napoleon.
Yes,
Wow.
naps.
Yes. What it was that like a whippet, an Italian greyhound, or a regular greyhound?
It looks
It
like a
seemed
whippet.
looked like a whippet. Yeah, because it seemed really skinny. It was a cute dog. My God. Okay.
Cute dog.
Um, okay, so we already went over Jody's cocktail party where nobody but Reiko ate. Um, well, sorry. I guess Ronnie had an olive. And then they go to dinner at a restaurant. They're in a private wine room, which I thought was so nice. I love those private dining rooms and the ones that have the wine all around them. So good. Remember that
Right.
fight on Basketball Wives in the wine room? Who was it? Evelyn. Evelyn was cracking glasses or bottles and something like that. Love wine rooms. Anyway, I
Mm-hmm.
digress. Let's see. At this dinner, okay, like I said, I kind of missed some spots, but did they wait for Christina to get up from the table? I guess she went to no, she went to the bar, which I thought was like a Ramona move, and then
Right.
they started talking about her.
Exactly. I didn't like that. Talk about why she's there.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so that's when they went in on her trying to determine the age that she had a relationship with someone that they knew.
That Ronnie used to date Craig.
Now, was it at the same time Ronnie was dating this person that she had the relationship?
The way Ronnie framed it, it was like, I don't care that she slept with him. He's an ex. What do I wasn't with him. So, like, what do I care about? But the way she said it, it's like, hmm, was she really was she is she the reason he became the ex?
Oh my god.
That was my thing. That was my thing. I'm like, I want to do some digging on this because the way
Yeah.
you say you didn't care, blah blah blah, but the way she said it, like,
She's still bitter. She like that was a really like bitter way of saying that whole thing. And then
right,
Mary taking not Mary, Jody taking the opportunity to go in on the age of Christine. The supposed age of Christine.
right,
I don't
the
think she's
alleged.
29. Yeah, I don't think she's 29. She has
No,
to be 35.
no, I gotta
Um,
say 35. I give her 35. Which
yeah. Jody also picks this dinner to go in on Mary again. And in the confessional, she says, Mary
right,
needs therapy. Oh my
I
God.
was like, oh my goodness, Jody's just messy,
And
but
Reiko
she's mean and
seems,
messy, which is the problem.
and in saying that, Reiko seems to think that Ronnie is mean and condescending to Mary and how Ronnie talks to Mary. But look at Jody.
Right,
Why aren't you checking your friend or
exactly.
making a comment on how she is talking to Mary? Oh my gosh. Um,
Yeah,
so we finished.
Mary's just like the punching bag.
Yes, yeah. So we finished that dinner. Um, and it's the next day, and they're taking like a what is that? Like a tram or something? Gondola?
Gondola,
They take a
gondola.
gondola up the mountainside. Oh, we have a
Yeah,
friend. Do you want me to bring up Ablavi?
of
See what
course.
she thinks.
Hello.
Hello,
Yeah,
my
I think I have to change
dear.
my headphones.
Okay.
Oh, so
Hello, my dear.
hi. I love the show. Let me
Mm-hmm.
tell you, Mary is an old garden tool that just needs to shut her mouth. I don't
Okay.
have no respect for a woman. Oh,
I'm getting a lot of interference with the wind.
okay, hold on.
Okay.
Can you hear me better?
Yes.
Okay.
So start from the beginning with the garden tool.
Okay, I said that Mary is one of the most ridiculous garden tools I've ever seen. First of all, she is the she you see how plastic surgery has progressed because bad
Mm-hmm.
plastic surgery used to be Mary's face. That's how bad plastic. Yes, you like Jody is going to eat her alive this season. She is so brutal with Mary. Now she's kind of a bully. I'm not gonna lie,
Uh-huh.
but I
Uh-huh.
loved it.
Oh my God. Does Mary ever fight back?
She tries to, but like when you have a face like that, how can you?
But what was wrong with her face? She looked all right to me.
She looked great when she was younger, but she has like what I call Catwoman face.
Really? I've got
Yeah,
to look at it again.
it is so bad. And then she's like being a side chick to her ex-husband, and she gets a boyfriend in the next season.
So
So
wait,
yeah,
the guy that she's sleeping with is her ex-husband?
yeah,
I
she's
thought it was
sleeping
a
with her
boyfriend.
ex-husband.
Oh, I thought it was a boyfriend. Oh my
No, they said she was
God.
sleeping with her ex-husband. I mean, I could be wrong,
Yeah.
but I thought that was her ex-husband.
Oh.
I thought the ex boyfriend too. I know it's the ex husband.
Damn, this just made it juicy.
Yeah, so it's interesting, and then you have Jody, who is ridiculous. She has three children by three different men, and is
Wait,
sitting here
what?
reading people for filth.
Wait, Jody has three children with three different men? She didn't say that.
Yes, yes,
Oh my God. Okay now.
yes. That's what I figured out after the season because her son is not by her husband; he's by a different ex-husband. Yeah,
Whoa. People in glass houses should not throw stones. My God.
No, but I love Jody was originator. She's the original Giselle with her tacky self. You know. And then I love Jody. You know what I love about Jody? Jody owns who she is, if you like it or don't. She's a
Ah,
mess. And she knows
uh-huh.
she's a mess. And then that daughter of hers. This is why I don't like that saying that you can't talk about people's children because her daughter needs to get slapped.
Oh,
Yeah, you could tell her daughter has her mama's personality.
my
And
God.
who else is on it? Oh, the gardens, the young garden too. The one who said both her ex-husbands are Jewish and they're a-holes. I mean, we got to talk about her. That's not a hard 29. That's a drug use 29.
What? Okay, wait. We
Oh,
Oh my God.
okay.
Oh my God.
And then did
So,
you see her and her what is it? Her gay friend, and they were like they sleep with the same men. I was like, I couldn't do it.
yes, it seems, but I got the impression that Christina is like swinging with Kevin, but he's gay. What? Well, he didn't come out and say it. She said that they have the same taste in men, so I assumed that he was gay, but it also came across like they were swinging. Oh,
No, they're
she.
not swinging. They what they do is they go after the same type of men. If if they can both get him, great. But if one could get him, you guaranteed a bag.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I
And
just love it.
what's your opinion on Ronnie?
Ronnie's a drunk, so like for me, it takes. I've thought that since the very first time seeing her. She is always drunk.
Oh my God, really? And what about Reiko? Reiko.
She wasn't memorable. She was just there.
Oh.
She's. I hate to say this. You know how gay men don't like being a pocket gay? She's like the
Yeah.
pocket minority.
Jesus.
She
Okay.
doesn't fit. Her storyline is boring. She kind of
Mm-hmm.
reminds me of that girl from Dallas first season. That was Leanne's friend.
That was Leanne's friend.
Deandra.
Yeah. No,
Oh.
Deandra.
not Deandra. The one who was half Asian. First season of Dallas.
Mm-mm.
Oh, the first
Dallas is
season.
not my show.
Uh,
Yeah.
She was
who's on the
she was
first season?
a
Oh,
porn star.
Tiffany. Tiffany.
She was yeah.
Tiffany Hendra.
I think that's her name. But no, Nico is interesting because her husband, he's Middle Eastern, right? He's I think goes to jail or something. Like there's something shady with their relationship the next season, and she becomes a lesbian.
Wait, what? Oh
Yeah,
my
she's
God.
not. She this is her only season, but she's a lesbian. She divorces her husband and becomes a lesbian.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I
All
guess the
right.
original Broadway.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna drop you down a Blavi so that I can bring up Pearl and see what she says
Okay.
about this cast. So stay with us if you can, okay?
Okay.
All right. Hey Pearl.
Hey Debbie, hey Jamal.
Hi.
How's
So
it going?
good. How are you doing? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Have you watched this as well? I feel like we're so behind.
Well, you know what? I watched Vancouver a
Uh-huh.
couple of years ago,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't actually remember the storyline, but I kind of
Mm-hmm.
like just watched the pilot again
Mm-hmm.
really quickly, and I think I remember that I didn't like Jodie at all. I think I found her to be a hypocrite
Mm-hmm.
because she's one of those people that wants to make you think she's nice, but she's actually quite nasty.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that just goes on for the whole season, really. And she really picked on Christina or Christine. She
Christina,
really
yeah.
picked on her a lot this season. And it's so funny, like, when you watch all these different franchises, you think of how one housewife reminds you of someone else.
Mm-hmm.
So Christina reminds me a bit of Brandy
Yeah.
from like Beverly
Ooh.
Hills. Yeah. Whereas Ronnie reminds me of Dawn from Cheshire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then yeah, so she's kind of like I thought it was just so like I feel like in the Vancouver cast there's just no loyalties. There's no like I'm this person's ride or die or anything. It's like free for all really. Just throw a punch and see where it lands sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's what kind of got. That's what kind of got the thing from what I've seen with the clips. They all wind up talking about each other behind each other's backs. I'm like, okay, I can deal with y'all. I like y'all.
But no, that's spot on, Joel. Like that's literally what it is. But yeah,
But
But
no,
Jody just seems like she's going to develop into a very vicious personality.
you can see her coming out from like the beginning. You can see that
Mhm.
she wants to establish herself as the queen bee
Mhm.
of the
hey,
group.
Pearl, I have a question for you.
Yeah,
So, doesn't Jody's speech, doesn't her tone always comes off as condescending? Like that's condescending is her natural
yes.
speech tone. Okay,
First
so
of
not
yeah,
that's not me. Okay, cool.
first of all, her voice is annoying to
Yes.
begin with, and then yes, the way she talks. I mean, she's one of those. She's like a little bit of Vicky Gunvalson in her with the whole like, oh, what are you doing with your life? You should go work or something.
Mhm.
um, but I just find her. I think if I remember correctly, like her and her daughter were really a thing on the show. Her daughter was like almost a friend to the show, and
Mhm.
they really had a thing for Christina going forward. I don't know what the I can't remember what the beef was between her daughter and Christina. It probably had to do with a man.
Probably.
But I just I was gonna say, you know, the whole thing about when they figured out that Christina dated Ronnie's ex
Mhm.
Right.
when she was probably 15. I just
Right.
really hated the fact that they blamed her at 15. I mean, that's the child there. No one said anything about the man who was sleeping with a 15-year-old. They
Yeah.
blamed the 15-year-old, you know.
Yeah.
That's a child that probably didn't know any better and probably thought she was in love. And that's, you know, could have affected her for the rest of her life, but they just blamed the victim and I really hated that. And that was Jodie all along.
Yeah, you can
Wow.
tell Jody's gonna be the one who's going to be the gang leader of the group. Like she's gonna be that.
Mhm.
She'll pick a target and then she'll start it, and then maybe other people who may be having issues with that person will pile on. But she'll probably be the one who will start stuff with the person who everyone has is having the issue of the week with. She just struck me as that chick.
I think that everyone ended up hating her, to be honest, because she just offended everybody.
I think
You
I
know,
read that in an article
Oh.
a year or two ago. I was like looking it up what happened. I think I that's why I thought like I thought I honestly I thought the show was canceled because they all fell out with Jodie and no one wanted to film with her and they were all it was a mess.
So
yeah, she's
then why
quite
didn't they just
vicious.
replace Jody to save the show?
Maybe they thought she was, you know, entertaining. If
Right,
everyone is fighting with you, then there's more reason to keep you. Kind of like Nene Lakes, where the
Lisa
se-
Rinna.
yeah, exactly. With the season when no one wants to talk to you, then they're like, oh, you're, you know, good traffic for the show because you're the center of everything.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I mean overall I just like the fact like I said earlier in the show like I just like the fact that these women just said yes I'm rich and this is how I got my money and they're not afraid to tell you how they made their money and for
Yes.
me to open up your life like that like hey yeah my husband like what was it Ronnie's husband yeah my husband's company was small but then it blew up so we're rich like Christina was flat out she's like yeah my income is from two
Two
divorces I'm cool
divorces.
there Mary was a pop singer, but she married a venture capitalist. He coined. She's like, we got divorced, so I'm still coined. So I got three of his kids. We good there. Jody's like, yeah, my husband he got coins, but like I like to work, and so I got my own coins too, and his coins, so I'm good there too. Reiko's like, my husband, he coined. I was going to law school. He said, baby, you ain't got to do nothing but be at the home with the little kids. Go handle that. So yes, I'm good too. So I like the fact that they're honest about how they got their money. They're not trying to hide that. And I wish the other wives would do the same. If you
Mm-hmm.
marry into money, good for you. If I could marry into money, I would do it too. Like
Yeah.
don't let other people make you feel bad because you just haven't met someone who either like had the money or built the money. You should never
Mm-hmm.
feel bad about that. And I think that's why I like this franchise. That's why I like Johannesburg versus the American versions, because these women trying to hide like, oh well, I'm blessed. Shut up. Shut up.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. Okay, Pearl, I'm gonna drop you down for a bit and bring up
All right.
Gatatua, and then if you can hang on, we'll bring everybody back up at the end. Deal?
No worries.
All right, love. Hold on, just stay right there. Okay. Gatatua!
Hi everyone. I hope today my uh, connection would give back feedback and stuff like that.
It's okay. We're
Yeah,
working with it.
yeah, because I have been the culprit the last few days.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So have you watched this franchise too?
Yes, I have.
Give me
And
give me the dirt on these women.
now, I don't know how you're going for a cocktail that you're not eating.
Right.
Right.
Like, I would have carried a Tupperware and everything, you know?
Yeah.
Like all that food that was left, I would be like, okay, just my car is parked over there, just drop them over there. I'll bring you back the dishes when I'm done.
I'm with you. The
That's
food looked good. The food looked so good.
exactly. It looked so good, and I was like, "What the heck?"
I'm not bringing back any dishes. Hotel cutlery, dishes, all of that are the best. I'm not bringing them back.
Yeah, so that was weird for me. And then someone is eating an olive not to spoil their appetite. Like, no, what? Who? How? What? Okay, I didn't. No, let me not even try to figure it out because it's too much. Then, what's her name? The singer, Mary.
Hmm.
She's sweet, yes, but
Yeah.
she's equally trying too much. You know, like you want to be the what's the word? Um, there's a short form for it. I don't want to say the longer version of it because it's very offensive. She wants to be that to the kids, to the son's friends.
Uh-huh.
That cool mom that you can,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, but
yeah,
I will say this: did anyone else catch like wasn't the one of the son's friends? Wasn't he a little too close to Mary? Was it just
that's the
Yes.
me?
point. She's not being a mom, she's being a friend. And like over time, like when you look at the whole dynamic of her and the kids and the friends, it's becoming blurry too quick, too fast. It's like you're hanging out with your other girlfriend. Like it's a girlfriend hanging out with a bunch of dudes, or it's a friend hanging out with a bunch of dudes. And I found that to be very weird. And she goes like, "Oh my god, you wouldn't believe how old I am." But I'm yes, MILF. That's a word I was looking for. Thank you, Lambert.
But yeah, but like the like his friend, the son's friend. I'm like, sir, you're a little too close. Like
Hmm.
I'm looking at both of them sideways because she's not telling him she's not moving, and he's a little too close. I'm like,
It was a
Yeah,
little
but you
too
see,
familiar. Like something had already happened.
exactly. But then,
right.
yeah, that's the vibe I got. Like maybe
Mhm.
it has happened before, and
Mhm.
it's not just the first time. So they forget that they were now on camera, and they forgot to try and keep the distance of each other. And then
Yeah.
when she, yeah, I love. And then when she was wearing the t-shirt also, that was weird. The cougar t-shirt.
Yes. And
Oh yeah, later.
someone
Yeah, later.
asked it was one of her sons who said, "Are you seriously gonna wear that?"
Yeah, that was weird. It was too weird. I feel she's lonely and she would get attention from anything and anyone. As long as you make her feel young, she's
Or how about this? if her husband left her for a considerably younger woman, isn't she just trying to
Right.
validate that she's still desirable by going after something equally as young? And unfortunately, she's fishing in her children's friend pack.
Then go out there and get a sugar
A
what are
sugar
they
baby?
called? Yes. Or get a we call them Ben 10s over here. Get a Ben 10 and chill with him. We wouldn't have a problem with that. Instead of doing it to your kids, it's very weird if I had a friend and the friend is dating my mother. That would be a very weird friendship to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt she was weird. And then is it what's her name? The one with the cupcakes and the shop.
Jody.
Yes, her and the daughter. I
Uh,
felt they were also competing with each other.
oh, they are.
Yeah, and it feels weird. Like you're my
Mm,
mother, I'm your child. Why are we competing? Do we have to? People don't have to necessarily keep on saying, "Oh, you're the mother. You look young. You look like you're the sister." It doesn't matter. Whether you look like you're 10 and I look like I'm 50, it's okay. You're my mother. I am the daughter. Let's not compete with each other.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot of
I think
insecurity.
that comes from Jody.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
there's
she's too uh I don't know how to put it, but she's too condescending for me.
And that's her
you know
natural
where
speech too. That's the funny part.
but you know where I heard that condescending tone the most? When she was at the market.
Mm-hmm.
Like that rubbed me the wrong way the whole scene. And God bless
Yeah,
her.
she is too condescending. Yes, we don't have a problem. You have money. It's fine.
Hmm.
But it doesn't mean that you're breathing oxygen and the rest of us are out here struggling to breathe in sand.
Hmm.
Just be peaceful and stop being condescending to people. And she's also condescending to the ladies in the group. It's
Well,
very yeah,
I
it's weird.
I think I kind of expect her to be condescending to them. Um, but I don't know. I have to rewatch that market scene. Maybe I can figure out why it's bothering me so much. Mm-mm.
I think
So
it's because
what?
Debbie. I think it's because it's her natural. Hey, Debbie, I think maybe it's
Mhm.
because Jody's natural tone is condescending. So when it's to the women, it's equal footing. But when she does it to when she speaks that way to someone of not equal footing, it's like you're really talking down to them, and it comes off really really bad. So I think I know where you're coming from. I think.
Yeah,
I I
yeah.
agree with you, Jamal. I agree with you at 100%. Like it's weird. And then I feel like all the ladies are fighting to be the queen of the show. It's like the dynamic is very weird. It's like raw. It's like they've been thrown into a ring, and you're told it's free for all. So whoever gets it gets it. That's how I feel. And sometimes they forget that even now the friends of the show also want to be the queens of the show. Did you get any
Right.
of that?
No, I got it from Jody, and I got it from Ronnie, and I think Christina low key is
Hmm.
trying to
Mm-hmm.
be queen. But I think Reiko, she don't care. She's like, look, I got a fleet of cars. I got this. I really ain't worried about y'all too much. I'm just here for the food. And then Mary, she's like, well, I'm just here and I'm sweet and I'm sweet. So they're
Yeah.
not in the running. It's the other three. To me, it's Jody, Ronnie, and Christina vying for the crown. And Jody's just stepping forward first because she's trying to be seen.
What's and then okay, I'm trying to still remember their names. The lady with the nude scenes and everything. The X-rated lady.
What?
Who's her? What's her name?
The
Um,
X-rated lady?
Chris,
Maybe
there's
that's
a lady.
Christina.
Christina,
Pardon?
probably. Christina.
Yes, Christina. I feel she's too she reminds me of Brandy. Like she wants to seem like the overly sexual
Yeah,
creature in the group.
agreed. Agreed.
And I think over time as you see the episodes, you see like they're a bit too she's a bit too much and she's doing the most. Like it's moving from being overly sexy and sexual to literally ratchet.
But we have to realize though, got to it. We have to be fair, Christina, because we have to realize she's currently unemployed and she's not married, so she has to find another man to marry, stay with him 2 years, and get divorced again. So she's on the prowl. So I'm gonna let her slide for a couple episodes.
You can be on the prowl, but then that doesn't mean you can be on the beach taking nude pictures of yourself
But
with
That's
your tits out.
advertising. That's
Yeah.
advertising.
exactly,
Yeah,
Though still, I don't know. Like
you've got to market your product.
exactly. I mean, you gotta give the people like that's her Match.com photo. What are you talking about?
Oh God, no! Like I don't know. Like I feel maybe I'm just a bit too reserved. Like that was a bit too much for me. And anytime, like I feel any conversation she's having has to be sexual,
True.
and
Yeah.
it's a bit too much. Like we don't. It doesn't have to be like I say hi hi, and then you're like hi sex. You know
Oh, did we lose
what
Debbie?
happened?
Did we lose Debbie?
I think so.
Yeah, but Christina, like she's you could tell she's like the way she's dressed. I mean, she's dressed nothing, but you could tell like she's looking for something.
But
So
but maybe I would say maybe she was like a lady of the night or an escort or something like that. Then she got into the first marriage and made her money, got divorced and everything. That like that's the way she knows how to get
right,
people
that's
hooked to her. So maybe she might not know any other way.
fair. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I don't know. I felt she's a bit grimy for me. Like if she was
Not
my
right.
if she was my mother, I would be hiding. Like I would be like I would go online like anywhere there's an article linking me to her. I would find a way to get it deleted. Like there should be no trace of me and her in one statement if she was my mother.
Oh no.
Well, thank gosh she's only got the dog. He
Exactly.
doesn't know.
Yes, and then who does that? Who does that to an animal? That I don't know. Like she's a bit too much. But I like Mary though, but she needs to check out her boundaries.
Yes, and that with her friend with her son's friends and her friends, she needs
Yeah,
to.
she needs to remember that she's a mother. Regardless of yeah, I know when you're left with someone younger, you would feel some type of way. I understand. But there's a better way of you quenching that urge. And I think Madame can teach her properly how to do it instead of creeping onto the son's friends, or
Exactly.
that's my opinion. But I don't know. I thought the show got cancelled though because they ended up going to court and suing each other.
Oh my god.
I heard that too. Somebody else said that, but it was just you could tell they probably all wind up suing Jody. That's why.
Oh jeez.
Because I think I heard they got physical and then they ended up going to court.
Oh
If I'm not
no.
wrong.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. But I don't know. I'm liking it so far because I think I watched it before a while back, so I had to refresh my mind on it last night.
I mean, I don't know if anyone else feels the same way, but I'm finding these international franchises much more better than the Americans. That's just my opinion.
Well, not only that, like I miss traveling, so this makes me feel like I'm going somewhere.
Okay.
But I also like how raw they are. Like they sometimes they tend to forget the cameras are rolling and everything. So we
I
get like a raw, authentic version of themselves.
I think in
Exactly.
first seasons that happens more, but as the seasons go on, they get more they get better used to being on film, and they know the tricks, they know the ins and the outs of the bravo, bravo, bravo crap.
Mm-hmm.
Like first season is where you see them raw and unpracticed. And then you lose that after that. But let me bring up Pearl so that we could bring this all to a nice, neat, tidy bow. So, any other final comments on the Housewives of Vancouver?
Yeah, I think Christina is really going to show that she's got some issues. She's got a lot of issues. I think really trying to remember it, but I remember her having several breakdowns um on the show, and one
Oh,
was on her 30th birthday. But I'll let you get to that. And
oh.
yeah, I think I'm in my head. I'm modeling them up like
Mm-hmm,
Vancouver with other cities. I
mm-hmm,
think I'm mixing it up with like Auckland, which is the New Zealand one, which is
mm-hmm.
also really good. Highly recommend. But but yeah, no, I think it's a good one, and I think it's entertaining. Um, so enjoy watching.
Oh yeah,
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
go ahead, got to it. I'll let you go next.
Yeah, I agree. Because maybe I have previously seen the episodes along the way. Like I'm already my opinion of some of them already construed, but however, some of them already show you who or what they are from the beginning. But it's a trip, I would say. Um, for Jodie, I don't know. I don't think anyone's opinion is going to change. And I think we should try and get back a Blavi and try now go through the comparison of those ladies in Vancouver and the ladies in Salt Lake City, and you will kind of get the dynamic she was trying to say of how similar each seem of the other.
I found
Because
there was
yes,
no, I was just gonna say I found it with Salt Lake City is like they're desperately trying to make a storyline out of something. Like the whole "you smell like hospital" thing was so ridiculous
Mm-hmm.
that I don't understand why Jen had to drag that out for so long.
Right. I
It
think
was
what. Go ahead, Pharrell. Sorry.
no, go ahead, Jamal.
I was just gonna say like it was a good opening salvo, right? It was a good
Hmm.
opening shot. It was a good opening like statement. It was like, okay, you guys should have like Mary said it, like you Jen could have like that hurt my feelings. Blah blah blah. This is why. And then once Mary said what she said, like as an adult, you drop it. But you had
Yeah,
to drag that on for 2 episodes. I'm like, I wanted to punch Jen myself. I'm like, stop it.
I
It
know.
stop it. Like you don't like the girl. She offended you. She's really not going to apologize. She apologized while y'all was downstairs crying. That should have been enough for me.
Exactly. So that was ridiculous for me.
or maybe the ladies from Salt Lake City should go and watch Vancouver because it's a trip. Like from the first episode to the last episode, it's a trip. Okay, I thought it was, but I don't know. I'm looking forward now to watching the next episode because it made me see things that I had previously missed. Because I wanted to ask, I don't know, maybe people in Canada would tell us how good um the muffin business is because I think I want to get into it.
Right?
If
She
it
talking
can
about
give
shit.
me all that money, I want to
Yes,
get into it.
you're making 40,000 a day making some muffins. Let me come to your house. I'll
I
work.
I
know.
I would eat all my profits, so I wouldn't make 14,000.
Exactly. That's what I was here laughing at. Sell muffins? You mean eat muffins? Oh my God.
I would win if it's a muffin eating competition, I win that. But
Yeah, and then also the dress shop. The way she's saying she has clothes between $20 to $20,000, and I'm looking at those clothes and I'm like, no, thank you. Even if you are giving them for free.
Oh
oh,
my
back to
goodness.
Jodie again, guys. Do you another condescending thing she said, which annoyed me, was when she said, "Oh, I've got friends that are rich and poor, of all walks of life." And then Raiko comes in a Ferrari. So I'm friends with Raiko, but she's rich. So,
Right. That was like okay. Like she prefers friends with who have being friends with people who have a little bit less than her. But I'm friends with Raiko. Like but she's like I most of my friends are broke, but like Raiko's my rich friend. It's like
But
okay.
don't you think she's those kinds of people who say I have poor people to make herself feel better?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Exactly.
in terms of I would go out of my way to look for poor friends so that they're always coming to me to ask for my help. So like I am Mother Teresa to them.
I think it's
Uh-huh.
more. I think what it is with Jodie, I don't think it's really that so much more. She doesn't really feel comfortable with women on equal footing. Like she's the type of woman who, yes, she's successful, but there are other successful women who are strong. She doesn't. It kind of play. It makes her insecure a little bit because
Yeah.
they they probably make her feel like, oh, I'm not as big as I thought I was. Versus with her like friends who are not as fortunate as her, she's like, well, I know I'm doing much better than them, so they'll come, like you said, they'll come to me for advice and how to do this, how to do that. But a woman on equal footing is not going to come to you to tell her how to get to the same level you're both on. So I think
Hmm.
that's more of it.
Yes.
So
And
is
also,
it safe? So is it safe if we say she has some sort of narcissistic trait to her? Because
I can see.
she's looking for what is it called? Oh God, the word
for
has
a
disappeared.
charity case,
Wait,
Yes.
is Jody the oldest one in this group?
I
I
think
think
so.
Ronnie
I
is
think so.
older, but she looks better.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Mhm. Wait,
But
how old are Ronnie's kids again?
oh, I don't know.
Ronnie's kids are little; they're like 8 and 2.
No, Ronnie has got 5 kids, and they
Yes,
range
she's
Oh,
the one with the 5 kids.
who's the one with the 2 kids? Is that Rico with the 8 2 year old?
Rico,
The big
yes,
yeah.
old girls. Okay.
Yeah.
Hers are little. But Jody seems to have like adult children, and
probably.
Ronnie, like, I think hers are about to go to college.
Yeah, I think I think one of them was off in college or something, and then the
Okay.
blonde son we saw was probably like the second one or something, and
Mm-hmm.
because they were talking about the car that the older brother had and stuff like that, how his older brother got a new car and he should get a new
Yes.
car.
Yes. Okay, so this leads me to believe that Jody is the oldest of this troop, unless she started like as young as she claims Christina did. Um, do you think that she could be this like coming out of the gate so hard so quickly because she's a little insecure about being the grand dame of this group?
I think this is
Hundred
just who she
percent.
is. Yeah, this is just who she is, though. So this is not
Yes.
even acting for her. This
So
is just
then
who
how
she
has she
is.
gotten ahead being this mean?
And
Well,
that's
the
the
thing
thing,
about
because
Jodie is,
go ahead, Paul.
oh, sorry, I was going to say the thing about Jodie is that you have to think she doesn't have any advantage over any of the women. Like she's not the prettiest, you know, she's not
Mhm.
the richest,
Mhm.
she's not the most liked, so she hasn't really got anything. Everything she has is moderate. She's moderately pretty, she's moderately rich. Well, she's rich, but you know, not the richest. She's moderately everything about her. So she's trying to find herself, trying to find a way to stand out, and
Mhm.
so she's trying to force it on the viewers that she's the queen bee. So she's almost like, it's
Mhm.
almost like you're running a race, a sprint, and you know, before the gunshot goes off, she's already taken off. You know,
Mhm.
to try and get ahead of everybody else
Okay.
in the eyes of the viewers, and that's how I see her really.
Okay. Well, Ablavi, thank you for coming back. I thought I lost you permanently. Any final thoughts on these wild ladies from Vancouver?
I love them. I love them.
Oh my gosh. So that should make for a very ratchet season.
Yes, I love them. I just wanted to say that. I wanted to say everybody a happy weekend and
Happy
nothing more to
Aw.
weekend.
say.
Oh, thanks, Ablavi.
Aw. Thanks, Ablavi, and
Bye.
have a great
Bye,
weekend.
Ablavi.
Bye,
Bye.
Ablavi. All
I
right, ladies. Any final thoughts on the Vancouver ladies?
I would say I will watch again because I'm learning new dynamics. When I was rewatching it, I learned a few new things here and there. Then I also noticed that um Mary's cheeks were about to pop because I don't know how much filler she has on because she, but I'm sorry. I didn't say nothing. Yeah. So
God, Tori, you're so funny. Oh my God. I really have to look at her again because I'm watching it on my phone and I'm just like, you're not taking in all of the details, but now I really have to look at Mary because I thought she was okay.
no, please do. Like, look at how when she's with the kids in the kitchen, and then
Mhm.
look at how when they bring her intro, and or even when she's doing the confessions.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I feel like at some point her cheeks are gonna pop in front of
She's
the
definitely
camera.
got she's definitely got fillers in her lips as well.
Yeah, the lips is a bit better than the cheeks because the cheeks are not only are they shiny, like you notice them, yeah, but they're also popping.
Oh
They
my
are.
God.
They are. I agree. No lies told.
Yeah, but yeah, so
Oh.
yeah,
And
but I'm gonna watch some more. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying killing my brain cells because what else can you do in 2020?
Pearl,
Guys,
who
can I
should I
ask?
look for? Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Pearl.
Are you guys in Melbourne?
Melbourne.
I used to watch Melbourne a
I
lot.
did too.
I
Yeah.
love Melbourne, and I saw it on my list. I'm like, oh, I wonder if the chat would like Melbourne because here's what, guys, just to be
Oh.
transparent, this is what this is what we're trying to do. We actually want to like cover shows that people actually watch. What we have now is not up to par. Let's just be honest. So
Yeah.
rather than what we'll do for the shows that aren't so popular, Debbie and I are going to do like mini recaps
Mhm.
probably around 20 minutes just to get them out the way for the people who do watch them. But then for our real lives where we take callers, we rather do shows that you guys actually watch. So that's how Johannesburg came into the picture. We just who did we get rid of? Platteville and Whitney.
Yeah.
So we're making adjustments based on what's good. We want to talk about things that are good and fun if we really want to watch. So there we are. Melbourne. I'm down for Melbourne because I used to watch it. So
I would have to
Okay,
start
cool.
over from the beginning because I don't remember. I watched a couple of seasons and then Bravo took it off in the States. So I would have to go back from the beginning. Is that okay?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
I'll also have to rewatch it because I think I watched it a while ago.
me too.
I
Because
have
yeah.
two episodes though.
I watched it before YouTube started blocking other countries.
Yeah, I don't get what's with that. Like, what's the problem?
Yeah, because the only two people I remember is Chica because her name was Chica, and she had a
Love chicken.
restaurant and a nice family, and the barrister who had a
Gina.
mysterious. See, I don't even remember her name, but she had that like sugar daddy guy.
And then remember the psychic. What was her name?
Psychic.
Shine, shine, shine.
Yes.
Jackie.
Yes, Jackie. Shine, shine, shine.
Oh my God. I really
Yeah.
have to go
It
back
was
to season
first
one.
season. First season it was Jackie, Gina, Janet, Lydia, and Chica.
Lydia. That's it.
Those are the original.
Lydia.
Those are the original five.
I'm
Okay.
gonna have to refresh my memory as well, but I think Melbourne is definitely my top three. Definitely. Of
So
all the
Jamal,
franchises.
are we adding this to the roster?
We can we can we're going to play in Melbourne because what's going to happen is realistically what we could do since we're starting at the beginning of Melbourne, we can conceivably put Melbourne in place of Potomac on Mondays, but we can talk about it.
Yes.
No, but Atlanta. I say put Melbourne on
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yes, because we're
Okay.
not going to talk about Whitney or the Plaths.
Well,
We
yeah,
we
we'll
could
do
do mini
mini
like the
recaps.
rapid recap. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Oh my God, I've got to change the schedule again.
So I guess for Debbie and Paul, cupcakes are not going to make us money because Jenny has said yeah, there's already a monopoly from Tim Hortons on that. So unfortunately, we'll just make them and eat them ourselves.
Exactly.
Well, that was my plan originally because I I bought some muffin mix today at the supermarket. So, a girl's got to maintain their fluffiness.
I agree. I love muffins. There's no shame, Debbie. No shame.
No, after
I was
like what 7 months of lockdown, like
Debbie,
there's no shame.
what
Yes.
what kind of muffins though?
I got a lemon poppy seed, and
No.
then I got an orange cranberry.
Yeah, no. There's no blueberries located anywhere. You can keep those.
I was trying to be healthy.
I mean,
oh please.
blueberries are a fruit. I mean, that's healthy. I'm just saying. Got those antioxidants. What are you talking about?
You know what? You and my mother could go with that blueberry nonsense. That's her favorite as well.
Oh my goodness. This was too
Hmm.
fun. This was too
Yes.
fun. I'm getting a really good franchise. Yes, it's canceled, unfortunately, but it's better than what Bravo's giving me right now. I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
are we watching Atlanta? Are we?
Here's
Yes?
a
No?
here's the problem. Here's the problem with Atlanta. I want to watch Atlanta just to see what happens. But here's the problem. It's not really good when the Daily Peach report says somebody asks like is the Atlanta franchise going to be fast or slow? They're like, well, to be honest, the first four episodes are going to be slow. I'm like, are you serious?
How are they supposed to keep anyone watching if you come out of the gate as a snooze fest?
But here's the thing, though. We have to realize this. We have to go into this mindset. Their biggest storyline is Strippergate and Cynthia's wedding. That should tell you what the season's going to be, if we're being honest.
Well, we don't know yet. There might be like another feud.
No.
Because
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Maybe.
They've alluded to that. Like Kenya and Portia go back on the rocks after they were cool, and the cast is supposed to be divided this year. Like they said towards the middle of the season, the cast kind of splits in two. So basically, what they said we need to watch episodes 5 through maybe 15, and that's it.
They
Well, you
can
know
try
what? Atlanta has always been divided. Like,
Yeah,
remember,
the
like,
bigs and the smalls.
exactly.
True.
There's always like Team Nini versus Team Kenya or Team anybody else. So.
Right.
but they can try and bring in the candy pettiness. That will make good drama.
The candy pettiness.
You didn't see that?
No, what are you talking about?
It's about food and how she wasn't told my pleasure.
Oh my God. If
Chick-fil-A.
anybody mentions that, oh, I'm so annoyed at that.
I have no
See,
idea
I'm
what it is.
watching a new aspect that would make you watch it for like a second and then yeah. But anyway, I think as of now, I will watch it. I will watch the first episode because either way, I think all my brain cells are dead. I'll try to revive them in January. For now, I'll just take every garbage that comes my way. That's how I am looking at it.
True. Well, it's a deal. We're all gonna watch recycled good TV in place of virus garbage TV.
Right. For the garbage, we'll probably do like the rapid recaps, and that's it. We won't waste time with the real live. But
Mhm.
for the good stuff, we'll just do our lives and just do it that way.
But
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the Potomac reunion. I just want to see what the husband said, especially Samuel's
Well, they
with
said
his
that they
baby.
dropped a trailer for the reunion today, but I haven't even seen the trailer for the finale, so I've got to dig for those.
Same.
Yeah, I have not watched it either, but I'm hoping it's something because the wait has been hyped. So if it wasn't anything, we need to start a petition and ask for a refund of
You know what? I'm not going to build up. You just had you said something very good. Like, I'm not going to build up my hopes because they always say everything is like great and they hype it up, and then you watch it and you go, what the fuck did I just watch?
Here's the thing. I can say this based on, we'll say, a source, someone I know. The reunion is actually worth it, and this has also been said by other media outlets. So I'm not going to get my hopes up, but the simple fact that everyone has said like Giselle gets roasted on this reunion by the other ladies, I hold out hope. I'll put it that way.
So is
By the
it
other
safe to
ladies.
say
Yeah, there's like all the ladies kind of just like after they start piecing everything together, they all just kind of go in on Giselle from what I've been reading, what I've been hearing.
Long overdue.
Right.
So is it safe to say, Jamal, that if I watch the reunion and I don't come out either thin because I've been too stressed or fat because I was enjoying myself, I blame it on you?
That's fine. It's supposed to be really. I mean, I can understand when one person says, like, "Okay, fine, whatever." Maybe you're a little bit biased with the show, but it's different outlets saying just like Giselle got roasted. I'm like, I mean, for 11 hours, if it's 11 hours, there have to be some good content because I don't think Andy was expecting 11 hours of filming because he wasn't expecting it. He was tired. He's like, this was insane.
Did you say
I don't know.
11
At this
hours?
point, I would. Yeah, they did 11 hours.
What the hell?
Yeah.
But then again, at this point, I would be even grateful for a cartwheel or something, anything but all this weirdness.
Yeah, OC. OC. I'm not watching, so I don't care. I will say that's the one show we will not rapid recap because neither Debbie or I watch it.
Yeah, and even when I do watch it, I wind up playing a game,
Yeah.
which it defeats the purpose, and I waste electricity.
Yeah, I tried the last time I tried to watch it. The last time I tried watching it, I actually was playing Scrabble at the same time. So that tells you how I feel.
Yeah, but I'm amped up for Vancouver again. I'm amped up for Joburg.
Mm-hmm.
I'm amped up to do Melbourne.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I remember those ones were good. I will give a try to Atlanta. I'm looking forward to the Potomac reunion. Is there anything else I've left?
No, I think we're
that's
good. I think we're
about
good.
it.
Salt Lake City. Are you gonna watch Salt Lake?
Salt Lake City, this is how I watch it. So I switch off my lights. I reduce the volume to about a 1.
Oh my god.
And then cover myself and then just listen. When I hear something interesting, I uncover myself, then I look.
Which really means you fall asleep to that nonsense.
Yes.
Do you
So
not have nightmares?
I'm hoping that will bring something that will make it more enticing as the episodes progress, because I'm hoping maybe they were having just a slow start.
Yeah, probably. Hopefully, they can come up with some real conflict, not that whole hospital smell crap.
Yeah, that was.
Or any of the petty stuff.
And then also I feel like the whole this Mary drama and saga is taking away from the show. Like already I'm getting too much drama outside the show that when I come to the show I just feel like, okay, now you're not bringing it. Maybe you should bring in the cousins and the brothers and the whoever's into the show.
Okay. All right, ladies. Wishing you all a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday talking about something.
You too, Debbie. Have a nice weekend, guys.
All right, my friends.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Ah, Jamal. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
are you hooked with Vancouver like I am?
Yeah, I'm good. Like I said, we could just. These are good shows. Like what we have on right now is not good, so we might as well spend our time on the good stuff, even if it's canceled, versus just trying to like review stuff we don't want to talk about. So I'm very happy, and I hope our chat's very happy too.
And if there's anyone in the chat who likes a particular franchise that we're not talking about, please tell us and leave a comment, and we'll look at it, because now we have the access to look at like international franchises where I didn't before. So please leave your recommendations. Please, before you leave, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Other than that, I'm wishing everybody a wonderful weekend. Jamal?
Likewise. See you guys next time.
All righty. Till then, bye.
Bye.